Many nuns and monks massacred following Oromo drone strike on Ancient Monastery in Ethiopia. A reported drone attack on Saint Arsema Monastery, one of the ancient monasteries in Ethiopia, killed 2 nuns, 6 priests. The genocidal and anti-Christian forces of the fascist Oromo Islamic regime reportedly carried out a drone strike targeting Ancient Monastery in Wollo in the Amhara region of Ethiopia. 2 nuns and 6 priests were killed in the attack on Saint Arsema Monastery in Mekane Selam, Wollo. They died on the scene. Dozens were wounded, the number was not immediately specified. An Ethiopian Orthodox insider reported that the incident took place on Wednesday around 10:30 a.m. local time. Images purportedly showing bodies of the nuns and severely damaged structures of the monastery are circulating on social media, which has stirred anger. Ethiopian Orthodox Tewahedo Church, the Holy Synod, has not remarked on it at the time of writing. The tragedy has stirred noticeable anger on social media. It came as the Ethiopian Defense Force is intensifying offensive against Fano forces across the Amhara region of Ethiopia. Arsema Monastery in Mekane Selam, South Wollo is one of the ancient monasteries in the country. Saint Arsema, known in the West as Saint Arsema, is a 4th century martyr venerated in both the Armenian and Ethiopian Orthodox traditions. Fleeing Roman persecution, she was martyred in Armenia by King Tiridates III for refusing his hand in marriage. Her remains rest in Armenia's Saint Arsema Monastery. Followers of the Ethiopian Orthodox Church have been facing persecution in the past few years in different parts of the country. Particularly in Arsi, Oromo region of Ethiopia, killings targeting Orthodox Christians has been recurring. During his last appearance at the Ethiopian parliament, the genocidal Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed mockingly described the Arsi killing on the eve of the 7th general election last month as one that was aimed at disrupting the election. Places of worship should be sanctuaries of peace, not places of violence. Churches and monasteries, priests, monks, and Orthodox Christians are always targeted in Ethiopia by the fascist Oromo Islamic regime and allies. The world must not look away from the suffering of innocent monks, nuns, and Orthodox Christians in Ethiopia. May the angels lead the victims into paradise, may the martyrs receive them at their arrival.
Long ago, in the ancient land of Armenia, nestled between snow-covered mountains and golden valleys, lived a young woman named Arsema. She was unlike anyone in her village, not just for her beauty, though it was spoken of across kingdoms, but for her purity, her prayerful life, and the radiant light of heaven that seemed to follow her wherever she went. Arsema lived in a monastery, far from the noise of the world. Her days were spent in silence, worship, and service. She had made a vow: "I belong to Christ, my heart is His, my soul, His temple." But news of her beauty and grace soon reached the palace, and the king, proud, powerful, and used to getting everything he desired, wanted her. He sent his men to summon her to the royal court. Arsema bowed her head and said, "I cannot come. I am already taken. I am the bride of Christ." The king was stunned, refused. No one refused him. Anger turned his desire into obsession. He sent for her again. Still, Arsema stood firm. "I do not fear the crown of this world. I seek the crown of righteousness." So the king, filled with rage, ordered her arrested. She was dragged from her monastery, beaten and thrown into a dungeon. Still, she prayed. They threatened her. They begged her. They tried to bribe her with gold, dresses, and titles. But Arsema's heart was already spoken for. "Do what you must," she whispered, "but I will not betray my Lord." So the king gave the command. And there, in the silence of that cold chamber, Arsema was martyred, young, faithful, unshaken. But death was not her end. The heavens opened, and the earth would remember her name forever. Arsema became a saint, a symbol of purity and courage, and a voice for every woman who ever chose faith over fear. You may not be standing before a king, but you're facing battles of your own. Temptations, pressure, loneliness, people asking you to compromise. But remember, Arsema, The world may offer crowns, but they are made of dust. Only Christ offers a crown that never fades. Be faithful, even unto death, and I will give you the crown of life. Revelation 2:10.
So the Armenians are global, and that's why they have a chance, because the Tigray, for instance, are in Ethiopia. No one will take care of them. Armenians are different, so the Armenians are global, and that's why they have a chance, because the Tigray, for instance, are in Ethiopia. No one will take care of them. Armenians are different, so because the Tigray, for instance, are in Ethiopia. No one will take care of them.